Greetings Zombie Slayers, Slippery Jim here. Welcome to my solo high round strategy guide for the Infection Exo Zombies map in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We're kicking things off here, but before we do, check out this intro screen. It says, before founding his popular Burger Town franchise, owner Norbert T. Spackleford III was a successful astronaut. What exactly is a successful astronaut? One that comes back from space, I guess? And what the hell is with that name? Did like a 13-year-old come up with that? Anyway, here we are in the starting area. Now, you want to shoot each zombie 4 times and then knife for max points to get out of this area with as many points as you can. This area is very similar to Outbreak. We have exactly the same starting war weapons. We have Exo Medic available as well. So we're going to do the 4 shots and the knife kill. And there are 2 exits that you can go through. So it's like the brand new Sledgehammer Games Exo Zombies is like sticking very rigidly to its own, format already, which is pretty much based on the old-fashioned format that Treyarch Zombies no longer really do. Anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, once you have the 1500 points, you want to go out towards the command center area, not towards value voltage. Both directions that you go in will have the same amount of barriers you have to buy before you get to the exosuit. However, if you come out this way, you have a fairly decent starting war weapon. You could consider buying that if you wanted the comfort of a weapon for the next few rounds, or you could spend 2,000 points to open up that room and hit the box, but you never know what you're going to get. So what we're going to do is we are going to continue to build points off these zombies by shooting them a few times and then knifing. And then when we get 2,000 points, we're going to open up the sewer area. Now, once you get to the exosuit, you have to keep in mind that the exosuit is going to be a one-hit melee kill up to round 5. Round 5, it is a 2-hit kill. So you're not going to need a weapon once you get the exosuit until at least round 5. Keep that in mind, and that's why we're following this strategy. Because once you get to the exosuit, you've got a lot more options in terms of decent weapons, and you should have a ton of points by the time you get to round 5. So this is just explaining the strategy that we are using. A lot of people I know, especially if you get in a co-op game, in a public match, are just going to come out here and they're going to spam the box and probably end up dying once they run out of points and don't have enough to get to the exosuit. Or they'll head out the value voltage way as well, which is also not exactly the best way to go. Anyway, playing solo, you can control all that stuff, which is why I love to play solo, because everything is under your control. You have the sole responsibility for carrying out strategies that you implement. Now, there's a few things to mention here on round 3. You'll probably start noticing the new zombie types in this map in Infection. You have 3 new zombie types. We'll talk about the big bad Goliath a bit later, because he won't come around until round 10 for the first time. But the other 2 zombie types, you have like the reworked charger called the Spiker. So we're going down in the sewers here. Now we're going to head straight through here. Just head straight for the burger signs on the walls, and you can pick up the Exo Zombie suit right here. So that's where it is, guys. Now the 2 new zombie types I was talking about, we're going to be heading out in this direction towards the sewer junction next. That's going to be the next door that we're going to open, and this exit leads towards value voltage. You may just be aware that the decontamination zone is down here as well for later on. You'll probably need that when you get the infected rounds, and also if you happen to get infected by a contaminated zone, which we'll get into later as well when they start occurring. Anyway, we have the other 2 new zombies apart from the Goliath that you'll start encountering about this round are the Oozer, and he drops acid, and usually acid zombies in other games aren't that much to worry about, but I can tell you right now that acid, he'll just drip that behind him all over the place. If you stand in that, it actually does a ton of damage and can kill you if you are injured already when you step in it. So you want to watch out for that stuff and avoid it. The other guy is the Spiker, and the Spiker is interesting. Obviously he does damage to you if he touches you with his spikes, right? But I mean, if you've got a zombie that close to you that you're going to be like skin on skin, and we've got the Instigator trap here, we'll show you that later. That's a really awesome new trap. But if you're going to have a zombie that's that close to you, you should be worried anyway, right? But the other interesting thing about the Spiker is he actually deflects bullet damage back at you when you shoot him. So you'll take damage from deflections or from shrapnel or whatever if you shoot him. So you want to use a pretty powerful weapon, try and go for headshots, kill him with traps, those sort of things. Although it's not a lot of damage, I guess if you're already quite injured and you get that deflected shrapnel damage, it could kill you as well. Anyway, this is the main sewer room here. We're just going around looking for those little wheels. Why not? It's probably a good opportunity to do that around about now. If you are planning on doing the Easter egg in this map, there's no real need, practical need, and there's the Spiker right there. So I'm just going to show you guys. Well, let's just kill him. It's an insta-kill anyway. I can't show you guys the shrapnel effect just yet, but what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Easter egg, right? So the Easter egg, it does give you the the extra upgrade station where you can upgrade guns to level 25, right? But there's no real practical reason that you need to do it if you're just going for high rounds, because you can get your level 25 guns simply by rescuing survivors. Even if you're at level 20, if you rescue a survivor, it will still upgrade you all the way to 25. So keep that in mind. And we're going to turn on the power down here. I think this is the last wheel that we needed to find. Well, we didn't need to find it, but I don't know. I'm a little bit OCD. I need to find the wheels. It kind of bugs me if I don't find them all. Alright, anyway, we're going to open up through here to Burger Town finally. This is probably the best place to hang out for most of the time in this map. We're going to turn the power on as well. And the key thing about getting to Burger Town when you're playing solo here early on is this is where your exo health is. So you want to come through here and get the exo health as soon as you can. The other thing to keep in mind is we're going to get the HBRA3, which is actually a pretty decent gun. It just doesn't have much ammo. That's the only thing. And but there's a war weapon here, which is awesome, and a pretty decent one as well. Anyway, by round 5, what is going to happen at round 6 is you're going to have your first survivor. So a couple of things to keep in mind. You should be able to rescue at least the first survivor, right? Maybe the first few if you're really careful about it and set yourself up. So we're going to have a dog round here. Dog rounds are much more dangerous than in Outbreak. Like in Outbreak, they were almost a joke, right? They have made them definitely harder. You have regular zombies in with the dogs. So what I recommend doing is just keeping ahead of the pack of the normal zombies. There's a Spiker right there. So you can see a little bit of that shrapnel effect. So just keep ahead of the regular zombies, and the dogs will be able to run ahead of them and just knife the dogs. But always be careful, because you can get killed by the dogs. They're not like the soft dogs that we had in Outbreak. Anyway, you want to set yourself up to rescue the first survivor at round 6. So you want to pick up any of the orbital drops that are going to help you do that, such as, in this case we have a drone that we can pick up somewhere around the map. And we're going to get our exo health here as well. It's important to get that. I would also recommend getting the contact grenades. Even though it might seem like a bit of a waste of money this early, they are really helpful in clearing an area around the survivor once he gets swarmed by zombies very quickly and very effectively. And they're pretty much a must buy at anyway, like for yourself. at some point in the game. So it just depends how many points you've managed to get by this stage, and that's why you see me using up all the ammo in my pistol. Still going for the knife kills even here at round 5 to build up as many points as possible. You can also fire a couple of shots from the HBRA3 into each zombie and then go for the knife kill as well, just to get max points. Because the other thing to keep in mind is there's a couple of areas that this first survivor will spawn in for you to rescue. One will be up in the command center area. The other will be in the value voltage area for this first survivor. So you really want to make sure that you have enough points to open up the value voltage area from the starting area. You open it up from the starting area because that's the route that he takes to get rescued the first time. It changes up later in the game. He'll go different areas, and this is what we open up by getting the wheels for the Easter egg. In case you didn't know, there's a secret room down here on which you have to place a golden skillet or fry pan. So, but we're not going to be doing the Easter egg in this game because there's no need to. We'll pick up the rocket assault drone here, and we're pretty much ready to go for round 6. We've got enough points here to open up the value voltage area, and if possible, try and build up at least 500 points early in round 6 if you haven't got them by round 5. So we're just trying to get that goddamn golden fry pan. I'm just like failing every time. I don't know. But we're waiting for the remaining zombie to catch up or die as well. So we'll open this area up. Just grab the few credit terminals around the place. Now you're not going to see it in this game, but I have noticed that a lot more frequently you'll get the terminal that will start spewing the points out at you, which is pretty awesome. I've had it happen twice in one game in this map. So yeah, there seems to be an increased chance of getting that terminal in infection. Alright, so you get the survivor indicator here on round 6. And in this case it was in the value voltage area, so it's just as well we open this area up. Now you don't really need to rescue every survivor, but it's definitely help, especially early on, to get a free upgrade to your weapon. I think I might have been referring to them as Pack-a-Punch. It's not Pack-a-Punch, it's much weaker than that, but anyway. Okay, so you just want to basically walk with the survivor. He seems to, if you're not next to him, he seems to stop wandering towards the pickup zone. So in this case he'll head to the spawn area. Once he's in here and he's up on top of the first thing that he climbs on, you can turn on the electrified floor if you have 500 points, and that will basically kill almost every single zombie. Just be careful if you go out on this stuff. You can down yourself on the electric floor. Just be careful of that. And only the zombies that manage to climb up onto that platform will get up to him. So it doesn't last that long, but it should clear out most of the zombies on round 6 for you, and you'll just have 1 or 2 to worry about here. As you can see, we don't even need our rocket drone, and he gets uplifted there. So we have rescued our first survivor in the game, and we're going to be just going for some more points here. At this stage of the game, we're pretty much free to build up points to hit the box, to get the other perks, or exo upgrades or exo abilities, whatever you want to call them, and work towards getting a good weapon set up and all your perks at this point. So we're going to open up here to the mystery box. The mystery box is always located here to start with. If you don't rescue the survivor, what will happen is all of the power generators will turn off, and the box will also move to a new location for some reason. So it's not that big of a penalty. You just wait until you're able to go around and turn all the generators back on, and you're pretty much good. So not getting the best weapons out of the box here. We've got We got another 1,000 here to try though. Each of the main areas also has a trap, which is interesting in this map. So in this command center area, these are pretty fun. I don't mind these things. Sack 3s. So whichever weapon you're holding at this point will be the one that gets the upgrade. So there we go. We got the HBRA3 upgraded. And that gives us full ammo for that weapon, of course. So yeah, each area has a trap that can kill zombies. So in the starting area you saw we had the electrified floor. Down here in the sewers we have the Instigator trap, which we'll definitely be showing you guys. Probably let's show you guys now what this Instigator does. Probably one of the most epic traps in the history of zombies. You basically release an alligator into the sewers here, and he will chomp up all the... Look at that, epic. Chomp up all the zombies for you. And these traps, it's worth mentioning, are effective up to almost any round. Like I've seen round 100 and they're still killing zombies for you. So you can rely on the traps in this map to get to high rounds without having to worry about having some sort of weapon that's going to do it for you. Alright. So that's the Instigator. You also have the Sniper in the Exo Command area. You have the Airstrike in Burgertown, which is pretty awesome. In Value Voltage, you don't have a lethal trap, but you do have like a monkey bomb style device you can turn on in the ambulance, which I'll show you guys as well, which distracts all the zombies for a very short period of time. But if you need to kill them, you can take them in the starting area in the higher rounds and use the electrified floor. Or you can take them into... Well, to be honest, the sniper trap is not that great, because it only kills 1 or 2 zombies every now and then. As you can see, we have the infected round here. So, this is probably not the best place to fight off these infected. But we get hit here and infected, so... You can take the shortcut down the garbage chute, which we have in this map as well, just like in Outbreak. In all of the main areas you have the garbage chute you can go down, which will take you to somewhere in the sewers where you can easily get to the decontamination pad. So that is definitely an option for me here right now to decontaminate myself. However, I'm pretty sure I can get through the end of this round without having to decontaminate. I'm pushing it very, very close. This last zombie is like taking forever to show its face, but we eventually get there with something like 5 seconds left on the clock. Alright, so we got an energy turret. That might come in handy a little bit later. So that's where the garbage chute is, guys, or the trash chute. Trash! We don't really call it trash in Australia, we call it garbage. But, alright. Now, we've got a few more dogs in the mix here. We're just going to run around Value Voltage for a little bit. This area is sort of okay to in terms of training zombies in. But like I said, there's no lethal trap here. So while you could train up zombies, get them in a group in the higher rounds. That's the ambulance. Distraction. Device. Can't really call it a trap. So, I mean, if you're in a pinch and you need to revive someone, that could be handy. Otherwise, it's not that super useful, to be honest. It's a good idea, though. They're trying to think of unique things. You know, Sledgehammer, or whoever does the zombies in Advanced Warfare. Some people say that High Moon Studios have been doing the zombies for them, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter either way, you know. So just still trying to hit the box and get something decent. There's only about 2 good guns in Exo Zombies right now, which is the Cell 3 and the S12, both shotguns, interestingly. Because the Cell 3 is available in this map as well, it seems like it's going to be the equivalent of the ray gun for Exo Zombies. Anyway, coming up in round 10, we will have the Goliath Zombie, which will be pretty epic. I'll show you guys a fairly easy way to take him out solo. Don't forget to rate and comment. I'll catch up with you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
to play!